Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another Mario Kart prediction video. As you probably know by now, Wave 5 of the Booster Course Pass has been revealed, which means I'm back here to predict. So, first of all, after my Wave 6 predictions, I'm going to be going through all my old predictions of Wave 5, seeing how I did. Spoiler alert, I don't think I did too terribly. Lastly, before we actually go into Wave 6, Moonview Highway throws a cog in the wrenches. When Maple Treeway was moved to Wave 3, I had a theory that the reason they did that is so that they had a Wii track in every wave, since it's the most popular Mario Kart game besides 8. And that maybe they canceled a GameCube track. I unfortunately think that they did indeed cancel a GameCube track. I think we're only getting one more after Daisy Cruiser. That being said, if you add up all the blank spots on Wave 6, as well as all the Tour Nitros, based on what we've data mined from Tour, I believe we are one short, as MOB NU and MU are most likely test, which means there's one more blank left over. So there's 3 blanks. We got the Dokkan course, we got Piranha Plant Cove. What's the third one? For this video, I'm going to assume that that blank spot is going to be turned into a retro, and that Moonview Highway is taking a GameCube track spot. No matter what, I think we are going to have 4 retros in Wave 6, however, so if Moonview Highway took what I believe will be that blank retro, then you can just change my prediction to a GameCube track. Mushroom Bridge, Mushroom City, something like that. Anyways, let's get right into the Acorn Cup with track 1, Rome Avanti. I'm going to be honest, I fallen in love with this track, and I'm honestly a little sad that we got Athens instead of Rome in Wave 5. I had a huge hunch that we would not be getting both, since neither of them have their third variant yet. Obviously, that's not going to stop one of them, but it did seem a little weird that they had put 2 city tracks without a third variant in one wave. So I didn't think we were going to get Athens and Rome, but I really wish we got Rome instead, because I absolutely adore this track. I adore it. It's amazing. Don't have too much to say about it. It's a beautiful night track. I love the layout, love the music, and I just think visually it's one of the better tour tracks. Next up, we got what I'm saying is probably the last GameCube track with DK Mountain. It's really between this and Dino Jungle, I think. Both are in tour. Both are jungly, which we haven't had since Wave 4's Riverside Park. And while Dino Jungle has advertisements and 2 tracks, or is it 2 tracks? I can't remember. Either Vanilla Lakes or Dino is advertised as squeaky clean. It's advertised. The advertisements are for tracks that were made for tour, so I don't think those help Dino Jungle's case. Which leaves me to believe that we're going to get DK Mountain just because it's more popular. It's in Wii, and obviously Mario Kart 8 is practically a Wii remake at this point, with all the Wii tracks that they're putting in. And also, it's a modern tour track, which means it's a lot more updated. It looks much better than Dino Jungle does. And with MOB DK almost for sure not being the Donkey Kong track, I think this one in Wave 6 is likely. Next, this is the one I'm going to get. This is the one I'm going to get flamed in the comments for, guaranteed. Airship Fortress. Now, I think that one of the blanks, since there really hasn't been enough data mine tour tracks, I think one of the blanks is a retro. It is always possible that Moonview Highway took that spot, and then we're going to get 2 Double Dash tracks. It's always possible that Moonview Highway took that blank spot, and we're going to get 2 Double Dash tracks in this wave, but I don't think so. I think Moonview Highway replaced it. I think DS Airship Fortress is a good fit here, because it's another Bowsery themed track, and I think having 2 Bowsery themed tracks in the 6th wave makes sense. It's been a while since we've had a DS track as well, so I could see it here. I think this could also very well be a 3DS or N64 track, especially since they haven't gotten anything for ages, N64 in particular. That being said, as I was going through all the N64 tracks in tour, we're not going to get Mario Raceway. We're not going to get Mario Raceway or Luigi Raceway, which are the 2 most recent N64 tracks in Wave 6. We're not. So unless they do Banshee Boardwalk sometime soon, I don't think it's going to be an N64 track. And for 3DS, I really think the only one that would be possible is one of the Maka tracks, one of the Woohoo tracks. Or Wario's. Wario Shipyard. I think those are really the only ones that would be in Wave 6. Finally, the Doki course that will probably be revealed tonight anyways, is proof I'm making this video the day of the announcement of Wave 5, and yeah. As of tomorrow, we'll probably have a name for this course. We only have 4 pictures right now. It is most likely Mom DK, and hopefully, it is just the Doki course from DS, but prettied up and all that. I honestly, this one excites me. This is probably the course I'm most curious for in Wave 6 as well. Or, I guess, more for Tour, since it's going to be in Tour very, very soon. I think this one is... Hopefully, this will be a banger. Anyways, that is the Acorn Cup. Penultimate cup at the Booster Course Pass. If this cup is real, hot dog, that's a good cup. That's a really good cup. Rome is probably my favorite city track now. Airship Fortress is my favorite DS track, and while I don't love DK Mountain as a lot of other people do, it's still a really fun track, and Mob DK looks to be a lot of fun. Let's go on to the Spiny Cup. Madrid! Probably. Mob MD is probably Madrid. It would be crazy if MD did not stand for Madrid. But you know, I'm all for that. I'm all for being surprised. Like, Moonview Highway was a very pleasant surprise to me. So again, if we don't get Madrid, I'm not going to be upset. Hopefully it's a sunset city. I doubt it'll take place at night, since Rome already takes place at night. But hopefully it's not just broad daylight. And if this next city's anywhere near the level gameplay-wise of the past few, oh man, we're in for a real treat. Anyways, Piranha Cove. I don't think this is going to be a penultimate track of a cup, just because I think both of the previous cups have better second-to-last tracks with Airship Fortress and what we're going to get to next. I honestly am still shocked that we got PD Piranha in a wave without this. I really thought we'd get this track instead of either Athens or Vancouver. But you know what? Huh. It just means that Wave 6 is going to be even better. That's all I'm saying. As a penultimate track, Bowser's Castle. I think that's why this one wasn't in Wave 5. I think they're like, okay, let's just make Bowser's Castle the second to last track of the DLC. And SNES Bowser's Castle 3, well, I don't think it's really a hard enough track to be in the final cup of a row. It is still a fantastic remake, and honestly, I'm a little sad we're not gonna be able to play it this summer. We're gonna have to wait till next fall. But either way, I think it was the right call making the penultimate track, and I've been predicting it for ages. Wii Rainbow Road. Is it possible that Moonview Highway took the final Wii spot? Yeah, actually, it very much is. It's very possible that instead of getting Wii Rainbow Road, maybe we'll get GameCube Rainbow Road. That's possible. I just don't think it's likely. I just think Wii's a lot more likely. Especially since the original Prefix had 2 Wii tracks in Wave 6. The only other wave with 2 of one game Prefix for a wave was Wave 3 with 3DS. And we did get 3DS Rainbow Road. So I do still think Wii Rainbow Road. Either Wii Rainbow Road or GameCube Rainbow Road. And yeah, that's the Spiny Cup. Honestly, again, this seems like a really fun cup, and if these Wave 6 predictions are accurate, this is what Wave 6 actually looks like. Woo! This is going to be a good wave. Better than the past couple? I don't know. Waves 3, 4, and seemingly 5 are all incredible and going to be extremely hard to top. But, hey, I trust in it. Who knows? Hopefully we'll get a Booster Course Pass 2 for all the tracks that didn't make it in here. Like a bunch of 3DS tracks, a bunch of N64 tracks, some SNES tracks, some, you know, Dry Dry Ruins. Anyways, as promised, I want to get into my old predictions. All of them except for one have been put on the internet. And let's get into that one that has been put on the internet. My February 13th predictions. Now, I'm going to disclaimer you. When I was going in thinking about these predictions, I'll try my best to give my thought process. When I went into my first predictions on February 13th, 2022, I was like, okay, there were 3 tour tracks, so there's probably going to be a spotlight game in every wave, where they're going to release multiple tracks in one wave. As you look here, there isn't one. There's 2 3DS tracks and there's 2 Wii tracks. What was I thinking? I don't know. I was stupid. I'm stupid. 3DS Mario Circuit in Wave 5. How dumb am I? That being said, the rest of the picks actually seem pretty solid for Wave 5. If this Wave 5 was the actual Wave 5, I actually would not be upset at all. Koopa Cape, Maple Treeway, DK Mountain, Los Angeles Laps. Woo! That's actually pretty good. Anyways, how much did I get right? I only got 2 right. I'm not doing half points for tracks that were in other waves just because we don't know Wave 6. Once Wave 6 is revealed, I'll probably do this giant video where I go over all my predictions and give half points for ones that were in other waves. But without knowing Wave 6, I don't feel like it's fair to give a half point to something like Peach Gardens and Maple Treeway for being in a different wave, when I can't do the same to DK Mountain if it is in Wave 6. So just the 2 points. Ironically, they're both in the correct spot. Like, completely. Which is honestly kind of funny. Anyways, my first video, March 25th. You know, it is worth noting that I did put Piranha Cove there, but in the original video, I just put Unknown Nitro. I have a tendency that when a tour track got revealed that I just had as like an unknown in my predictions, I filled in the blanks. You're gonna see that's actually gonna kick me in the butt a little later because that little, you know, that blank there that Piranha Cove is. I predicted a different Tour Nitro there once it got revealed a while ago, meaning I didn't get the point for Squeaky Clean Sprint that I could have gotten. Otherwise, we'll get to that later. Obviously, this is when we finally had the prefix thing, so I did use the prefix to its full advantage, and, you know, it didn't help me that much. I still only got 2 points. Daisy Cruiser and Koopa Cape, which are banger tracks. You know, I just didn't know what GBA track they could put, because I didn't have Snowland in these predictions. I only had... I don't even know what ones I had at this point. I don't know what I predicted GBA-wise for Wave 4. I think it was like Lakeside Park or Bowser's Castle. Maybe Bowser's Castle 2. I don't know. But I was like, what else could they do? And I'm a firm believer of GBA Rainbow Road being the most underrated track in the franchise, so I wish it was here, but oh well. Again, Daisy's Garden was predicted for this wave, in the blank spot. Let's move on to July 28th. This is before we got the music leak, but right after we got the Wave 2 announcement. So you may look at this and be like, dang, this kind of almost looks like Wave 4. At least with Amsterdam and Singapore in, you'd be right. We didn't have music yet to know that they weren't in this wave. I've started thinking, oh yeah, there's going to be an SNES Bowser's Castle in the Booster Course Pass, which I still believe. Originally, I picked 2. I don't know why I picked 2. It was obviously always going to be 3, because Super Mario Circuit 3. Donut Plains 3. Obviously, originally in this video, I just had 3 question marks for that tour track. Later on, I put in Athens Dash, so Athens Dash is here, which actually helps me. I promise I didn't put Athens there just for this video. I put it there, I don't know, I'd have to check my version history on Google Docs, but I put it there a while ago. Besides that, though, not a whole lot correct. I got 3 points, still an improvement, but only 3 points. Now if we go to, once we had the music Datamines on August 6th, look at that. This is really accurate, except for look at that, Yoshi's Island. Yep. Sometime I can't remember when, but sometime I decided, you know what? I'm gonna plug Yoshi's Island in to Wave 5. I think I did that when I did the Wave 3 prediction video, which hurts now. It hurts because it means I'm potentially losing out on points that don't actually matter. Athens is another one that I inserted later. I think I inserted it probably around my Wave 4 predictions. I don't know when I inserted it, but again, wasn't for this video. But overall, yeah, I actually got 4 points. Bangkok obviously was data mined for this wave. I believe it was actually for that exact spot. Not terrible. For my next prediction on November 21st, I first of all moved Bangkok up a cup. I don't know why. But I made the correct observation of, I think one of the Wave 5 music tracks is going to be moved up to Wave 4. I was right. The problem is I chose the wrong track. I chose Sunset Wilds instead of Bangkok Rush. So while I was right that one of them did get moved up, I chose the wrong one. But I was also like, Vancouver Velocity is going to get moved up. I've been pretty animated on that for a little while now, and it is awfully nice to see that I was actually right about something. Unfortunately, overall, I actually got less points this wave. I would have gotten the same amount, however, if I did Bangkok in Wave 4 instead of Sunset Wilds. I believe I actually did put Athens here. I didn't put Athens Dash because it wasn't revealed, but I believe I put MOB AT on this video. So, it's actually Athens. No filling in the blank thing. And again, Yoshi's Island's here. That's a L. And Mushroom Bridge, which as you'll see in this next one on March 2nd, I got rid of Mushroom Bridge and put Daisy Cruiser there instead. Honestly, this looks pretty accurate for the most part. It's worth knowing that when I did this video, I said DS Airship Fortress or the next city, which would be Athens. Now, I'm not going to give myself the point for saying or next city. I'm not going to give myself the point for Athens because I did visually say Airship Fortress. But I do want to say I did mention that Airship Fortress was not the most likely, and another city was likely, and obviously I didn't put on my predictions, but I did mention it. So 5 points though. That's really good. Now this next one was a video I wasn't planning on making originally. It was my May 8th, where it's like, you know what? There's this wacky gamer tour leaks and all that, and Mushroom Bridge is going to be coming out soon. So let's put Mushroom Bridge back, replacing Daisy Cruiser. Plus, Bowser Castle 3 was out at that point in tour. Overall, again, that one's pretty accurate. Obviously, no Piranha Plant Cove. But I think that was really the only one that wasn't guessable. I feel like this is the most basic prediction after Mushroom Bridge went to tour besides Vancouver Velocity. Most people put Rome or Rio there instead, or Madrid there. They didn't put Vancouver Velocity, but besides that, this is what a lot of people predicted. And you know what? I predicted Vancouver Velocity. You heard it here first, folks. Finally, my June 23rd one. I made it on June 23rd. I only published it yesterday on YouTube. I had a typo. I'm going to insert B-roll footage of me showing my Google Docs history to show that Daisy Cruiser was on my predictions and not SNES Bowser Castle 3. That was a typo. I didn't mean to put in SNES Bowser Castle 3. I made that at 2 a.m. I put the wrong one. So I'm showing the footage. Anyways, the order, I changed the order around based on what I did yesterday, just for some consistency. Because I did it at 2 a.m. I didn't look at my spreadsheet. I just went like, this is my memory. This is what I have. And I did this prediction. Ironically enough, it's actually really good. Either way, it was not a bad prediction. Obviously, Squeaky Clean Sprint was predicted, but it's also in the wrong cup. But like, overall, it was pretty obvious at that point what it was going to be. It was just really a matter of I predicted 2 GameCube tracks. Which finally brings us to our actual Wave 5. Yeah, this is Wave 5, people. Dang. What a wave. What a wave. While you're just seeing Wave 5, I just want to say, if my predictions are true, what I predicted in this video is correct, I just want to go over what the overall track representation of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe as a whole would be with its 96 tracks. Just in order, it is worth knowing that I am, with the unlabeled tour tracks, so stuff like Ninja Hideaway, Sky High Sunday, I'm giving them those their own category. I'm not lumping them in. I'm doing Tour City and Tour Nitro separate. Sky High Sunday, Yoshi's Island, Squeaky Clean are part of the Tour Nitro category, not the Mario Kart 8 Nitro. They're disputed. I might eventually make a video on what they truly are, but for simplicity, I counted them as Tour Nitros. Anyways, 4 SNES tracks, 6 N64 tracks, 8 Game Boy Advance tracks, 7 GameCube tracks, 8 DS tracks, 10 Wii tracks, 7 Mario Kart 7 tracks, 8 oh my, 25 Mario Kart 8 Originals. That includes the original Wii U DLC, so stuff like Excite Bike Arena, Mute City, Super Bell Subway are all a part of that. 14 different tour cities, and then 17 tour nitros, which are the one every wave plus Piranha Plant Cove, which is the odd one out. That's a lot of tracks. That's a lot of tracks. What would I want to see in a Booster Course Pass 2? More SNES tracks, more N64 tracks, and more GBA tracks, because Super Circuit's the most underrated Mario Kart game by